Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Millie, and if you're my returning subscriber, hey! In today's video, I'm going to be talking about what to pack when you're coming to Copenhagen. Let's say what you pack when you're coming to Denmark, and I think generally in Europe, because the weather in Europe almost the same. All right, so the weather here in Denmark, the weather is, if you're going to Copenhagen, is so unpredictable. The weather here changes so much, and especially this year we have had like the horrible spring. So this video is about what you should pack when you're coming to Denmark, Europe during spring, start of spring, at least like let's say in April, May. And these are the things I'll advise you to pack when you're coming here. Number one, let's talk about what kind of clothes you should pack. If you're a lady, I think mostly of you, my followers are lady. If you're a lady, you should pack some biker shorts to put under your dresses. If you want to bring some dresses, pack some biker shorts because the weather here can drop from 22 degrees all the way like to 13 degrees all of a sudden. In the daytime, it can be really very warm, and in the evening, it can really get cold. So if you want to wear your dresses, get some biker shorts. Another thing, I think you should carry a light beanie. Because like I said, the weather can really change, and if you don't like getting cold in your hair and your head, you should pack a light beanie and you can put that on. Buy a nice beautiful beanie, or you can also buy like some kind of a hat you can put on to prevent getting cold. I get a lot of pain in my ears when I feel cold around my head, so a good beanie would be a good thing to carry. You should carry a warm sweater. It depends on how long you're staying, but you should carry some warm sweaters. You should carry a cardigan and a sweater. So maybe when you wear your dress, you can put your cardigan over your dress. A warm cardigan made of wool, that would be really good. Yes, you should carry a light scarf. It's going to be very good to have a scarf, especially in the evening. If you have a light coat, which is not so warm, you can put your scarf around your neck, and you can probably also put your scarf like around your head and around your neck. So should carry a good scarf, guys. Even if it's in May, you can see the sun is shining, it's 20 degrees, but in the evening it gets really cold. And if you're a lady, I think you should pack more pants than dresses if you're coming during spring. Pack some nice jeans and some more nice pants. Pack, of course, a few dresses just in case the weather is so nice and warm. But around this time, I think I haven't even like really worn a dress. I think I've worn a skirt and 2-3 times the whole of April and whole of May, because it's really cold. Unless you want to catch an infection, try to bring more trousers than dresses. And I think another thing I would pack if I was coming here, I would pack a warm coat. Yesterday I think on Saturday we went to the north of Denmark, and the sun was shining, really shining. If you looked outside, you'll think it was like 25 degrees, and I went out and it was really cold. So I had packed my wool coat and a light coat. I put them in the car. But when we were walking, I put on my coat, and I did not regret that. Even if the sun was shining, it was actually really cold, but the sun was really shining. Yeah. And the thing is, like, some of these Danish people, they are Vikings. Some were wearing t-shirts, some were wearing thick coats like me. So it's going to be very different. It depends on how your body is. I feel so cold, and I'm African. I feel so cold, so I took my coat. So I'll bring a warm coat, and I'll bring a light trench coat, something like that. For shoes, I think you should carry some walking shoes if you like because if you're going to walk around Copenhagen, you need some really good shoes. And some of the nice streets in Copenhagen, you want to be able because we have a lot of one-way streets here in Europe, in Denmark. I don't know how it is like in other countries, but if you want, there's some places where you cannot just go driving. And there's some nice, if you like shopping, some of the nice exclusive shops, sometimes they're like in corners. They're not on the main street. You have to go inside the corners. And if you want to go to explore Copenhagen, you should have some walking shoes. And another thing, if you like bicycling, Denmark is one of the top bicycling countries, and we have rental bicycles. You can rent a bicycle and drop it somewhere. You don't have to drop it exactly where you rented it. So if you like bicycling, you should bring this kind of shoes for bicycling, and then maybe bring some flats for the evening, and high heels. And if I was you, I wouldn't like pack extravagant clothes, for like going out eating, because in Denmark people are very casual. So don't, unless you're going on to a 5-star restaurant, Michelin restaurant, but even there people will be dressed like in very expensive clothes, but still very casual. So I will not be bothered to pack like very like overdressed. You might feel overdressed, you know. Pack some nice clothes, but casual clothes, dresses, even if you're going to a restaurant. I will not be bringing my Louis Vuitton high heels to be walking around, because people here in Denmark, they walk around. If you're going to walk to the restaurant and everything, and you come there, then you feel like you are overdressed. So I'll bring something nice. I'll bring some high heels for dinner, but I will not like overdo it. Yeah, and like I said, if you like if you're the kind of person who like bicycling, or you don't like bicycling but you want to try, you can bicycle but you want to try bicycle in while you're on vacation, yes, nice pants and nice shoes for bicycling, and yes, warm clothes, because when you're bicycling it's going to be cold. Denmark is so flat, that's why I feel like it's always windy. When the sun comes out, it's windy, you know, and it kind of feels cold. For the bags, I think if you like backpacks, I think a backpack would be good, and maybe some of people have these bags they put around here. I saw this lady saying some things like, don't wear a hat, don't wear backpacks, don't do this, because you're going to look like a tourist. No, dress the way you like. Don't listen to this. Dress the way you like, and don't think like, oh, how should I dress when I'm going to Copenhagen? This is just for the weather. It's not for you to be dressing to look like the Danish people or not to look different. This is mostly for the weather. So I would carry across. I don't like backpacks. You know, I've never liked backpacks, but a lot of Danish people love backpacks. So this lady was saying, don't carry backpacks and this and that. They don't carry backpacks out there. Yes, Danish people carry backpacks. You should carry your backpack. I prefer a crossbody bag, and that's what I will bring. If you like, you could bring 2 bags. If you're going far away for a walk, you could have your backpack, and otherwise a crossbody you could use in the daytime, and you could also use in going for dinner. For skin, bring a very good moisturizer, guys. The water in Denmark is very, very hard, and sometimes, of course, it depends on which town you are in, but generally the water in Denmark, compared to where I come from, Africa, the water is hard. There's a lot of, I think it's calcium. It's very, very hard for the skin, so it feels like somebody's knocking on the door. It feels like to make your skin dry, so bring a really, really good moisturizer. And another thing is sun cream. You know, guys, the other day I went outside to sit. I think it was around 8:30. The sun was shining, and I was like, let me go outside, have some sun, because before the sun disappears. I was wearing training shorts. I was sitting there like an hour. People always think us black people, we don't get burned. When I came inside, I could see like a line. I had got a tan, you know, so that's kind of my skin getting damaged. So even if you're coming from Africa and you never use sun cream, and because the sun in Denmark, people don't even understand when we tell them like it feels so hot. The sun in Denmark feels like it's burning you. You know, you don't get like a burn you can see like the Caucasian people get, but you're going to feel like the sun is like really, really burning you. Compared to Uganda, the sun is there, it's 27, 28 degrees, but it never feels like burning. Like children, we have always been walking around, we never feel like burning. Here in Denmark, the sun feels like it's so close to you, you know. So even if you're coming from Africa, bring a good sun cream, or buy one here when you get to Denmark, and put it on your face also. Pack an umbrella. Like I said, the weather here in Denmark is unpredictable. We have been having some windy weather, really, really windy weather. Everything was flying away. We had some sun, really, really good sun. Jan and I, we went to the coast. We went to the beach. The sun was nice. Today, it's been raining. It's windy. It just looks like fall weather. So bring a raincoat. I think raincoats are very thin, so you can really, really pack a good raincoat. You're sure if you're gonna stay here a week or two, you're sure gonna use that raincoat. So raincoat is very important, and umbrella. But I don't know, like sometimes I feel like I have an umbrella here, but I rarely use it because it's so windy. You have the umbrella and then it's flying away. So I think a raincoat with a hat on, probably that is better than bringing an umbrella. So I don't know if I forgot something, guys. If you're in Denmark and I have forgotten something, please leave it in a comment for people coming to visit Denmark. And yes, guys, like I said, there's a lady who made these videos like, don't wear backpacks, don't wear tights, don't wear hats, don't wear shorts going to the museum. All these things, they are not true. If you're coming to Denmark, coming to Europe, I mean, of course, if you're going to a mosque and if you're going to a church, you don't want to go wearing like a hot pants and stuff like that. But otherwise, here in Denmark is a free country. People dress the way they like. Come to Denmark, pack whatever you want, and I hope you enjoy your time in Denmark. All right, like the video, share, it helps my video to grow, and I hope you like this video, guys. Stay tuned for more videos like this. Mwah. Bye.